all you women out there want to find a high value man, which I hate that word high value, but basically you guys are wanting to find a guy who is a millionaire and has it all together. Well, I'm going to tell you how to find that guy. It's not going to be the way you think because you don't actually know the nature of the beast that you're trying to chase down. A guy that has resources, who's in shape, who's fit, it's going to have taken discipline and a long time to get there. And he didn't do it by doing it every other day or whenever he felt like it. He did it day in and day out. He did it by getting up, going to work, going to the gym, coming home, eating right. And he did that day after day after day after day. It's not fancy. It's not social media shit. And here's the thing. Most of you women are trying to find a guy who is already in that position. Well, for me, it's going to take systems for me to get there. If I get there and you didn't help me get there, then by definition, you are not an integral part of the system that it took him to get there. So whenever you want me to do things outside of the way I do things, then you're the thing that gets discarded because you're not part of the system that it takes me to maintain where I'm going and where I'm at. So I'm trying to tell you that if you actually want the millionaire, you need to find somebody that has potential. You help him get there. And by the time he gets there, whenever he's 35, 40, however old, you have become an integral part of that system and you are irreplaceable. And here's the thing too, most of you don't realize that that journey that you guys are going to go on, that is what makes it meaningful. That's where everything is tried and tested and you guys have stuck together through thick and thin and battled it out, maybe even separated, came back together. Like that's how you build something that is worthwhile. If you didn't put anything into it, then both of you are going to be more apt to discard it whenever it comes time and things get hard. If you never put the work in to get to where he's at with him, you can't even appreciate the type of man it takes to maintain that stuff. He has constantly packed his mind with books and knowledge. He has constantly invested his money, saved. He has constantly sacrificed for years. The girl that's sitting on the couch has no clue what they're even after. Whenever he starts holding you accountable, whenever he starts being controlling, no, he's actually controlling the outcome. Because it's like this, if I want to be in shape, what does chocolate cake have to do with that? If you guys' goal is to be healthy and you start breaking the diet and he calls you on it, is he being controlling or is he adhering to the goal that you guys as a couple set down and said is important to you? And here's another thing. If a girl just so happens to find herself with a guy that is, that millionaire status, I would not play games. So for one, you're not going to find that guy maybe once in a lifetime, but if you do, I wouldn't take advantage of it and he's going to cut it off really fast. More than likely, he sat there and has been watching you for a couple years beforehand. I'm in and out of restaurants, like I see women and I'm like, okay, she's cute, but let's see how she interacts. Like, is she really flirty? She's got her, she wearing skimpy clothing. Like, all of this is taken into consideration. By the time I even approach you, I have already vetted you for like 2 years. And I want to just say one more thing that, I've been recently doing some dating and just kind of outreach, just putting feelers out there. And a guy like that, we don't listen to anything you're even saying. If your actions don't align with your words, boom, you just cut it off. Because here's the thing, I'm not going to try to convince you to like me. I'm not going to, twist your fucking arm to spend time with me. Women do what they want to do. And if they're not doing it with you, that's because they don't want to. I'm trying to get at to all you guys, stop listening to what she says. If she ain't there, it's because she doesn't want to be. If she's not quick to respond, it's because she doesn't want to. I'm telling you, best thing you can do is fucking block the goddamn number and bounce the fuck out. And I'm saying this to women that we're not interested in playing a game with you. Whenever we say this, don't take it to mean something else. Don't take it to mean, oh, maybe he meant, no, like what he said is what it meant. Right? It's funny. Like, I feel like you guys do so much mental gymnastics around all of these topics and, oh, well, maybe he meant this. Like, no, he meant the thing that he meant. And since you guys go through that process, you think everybody else is like that. And men aren't like that. We want to solve our problems and we only want to address them once. We don't want to sit here and talk about it and talk to our friends about it. Like, we want to get it out of the way so we can move on to bigger and better things. If I was to leave it at all with this, I got a girl I'm talking to right now now and she's not very quick to respond. Okay, but here's the thing. Whenever I have a wife, I am going to give her the time she deserves. Even if I don't feel like she responds to me fast, well, I'm going to respond back to her because that's how I'm going to treat my future wife. It's impossible for me to act any different than the way I say that I want to act to my future wife now, and that message be conveyed to her. If I'm playing games now, then why would she ever expect that I can be responsible later? So I would suggest that whenever you actually are talking to somebody, don't talk to anybody else. He deserves your full attention. He deserves your full time as you do. The whole situation, like if you think that it might be able to go somewhere, like cut everything out and give it the time that it actually deserves. If it doesn't go anywhere, it doesn't go anywhere. But you will not be sitting there thinking like I didn't do everything. The situation of you guys potentially growing and building something demands that you actually give it 100% and not have your attention divided between 5 guys, because you really can't say that you gave it your all. Like you had an out the entire time. You're stacking people up because you're afraid. I don't know. You're just trying to keep your options open. Like actually focus on this and see if it's something you want. See if it can actually go somewhere because you actually put the effort in to reap the result that you're actually after. For real, like give it a fair shot and become an integral part of that system. Find somebody with potential and help them get there. He's gonna appreciate you way more if you can do that rather than some bimbo off the street. You're just easily discarded at that point because he doesn't need you for everyday life. You got to be needed for everyday life, and you do it by getting in there early and staying there and helping him do it. And at the point that I'm at in the dating game, I don't want a girl with any like, oh, let's take it slow. What they're really saying is, let me put you over here to the back burner. Let me keep lining up options. Let me engage with you a little bit. Let you think that I like you and just keep you at arm's length. And what they're really doing is trying to keep their options open and try to have like some weird fucking bunch of plan Bs in the background in case she ever needs you. Like if you're looking for a guy that's a high value man, he's number one or nothing at all. It's either something with him or nothing at all. And I have somebody right now that is like, oh, I just want to take it a little slow and get to know you. Like, dude, I'm looking for romance in the beginning, not fucking work. If it's work now, then it's not going to get any fucking better. Like, this is the romance phase, Like, dude, I'm looking for somebody that if we want to fuck, we fuck. If we want to hang out, we hang out. Like, there's no like, oh, it should go this way or that way. Like, I'm looking for somebody that wants to totally engage with me. Where I'm not holding back. Not gonna, I go to church and they don't want us to do this before we're married. Like I don't give a shit about any of that. All I'm after is like, dude, I'm looking for somebody that I can actually engage with no holds bar and that actually wants to. Like if they're not spending their time with you, it's because they don't want to. And you guys just need to look at their actions and just call it quits right there. Cold hard calculus. She ain't spending her time with me. She says she wants to, but she's not. That's fucking weird. These women can never say what they fucking mean. So you just gotta go right off their actions. And if they don't line up to what she says she's doing, okay, she's just trying to keep you at a distance, trying to fucking break it to you easy. And that could take fucking months. Fuck that. You just gotta fucking cut that shit off, dude. See, most of you women are looking for a sugar daddy. And what you're gonna end up with is somebody who's gonna buy you things to fuck you, to get some pussy. And then he's gonna discard you because as it turns out, every woman has a pussy. What's actually rare is a woman who can help him get to where he's going and who has some brains, has some loyalty, and that is what he truly cherishes. You need to become a part of that system that is gonna help him get to where he's going, or you're just gonna keep getting discarded. And don't have fucking 4 kids, okay? And then try to find this guy. Okay, it's just an insult to that guy. To that guy, I've been on dating apps here lately and says, I have 3 kids and I don't want any more. It's like, okay, yeah, but what about me? Like you've had some guy come in, fuck you, do all the fun stuff, and then I'm supposed to foot the bill for it. I'm supposed to go to work, be disciplined, and be a provider for kids that aren't even mine for the next 20, 30 years, and this dude just was able to get his rocks off. What the fuck is wrong with your brain? Ain't nobody wants to take care of your fucking kids. If you didn't choose right, that's on you. And if he can't take care of his kids, what happens in nature when an organism doesn't take care of its offspring? It fucking dies. And if he doesn't care enough about his offspring to take care of it, then why should I? but I've got to work for the next 20, 30 years to provide for somebody else's, and I can't even have any kids with you. You're done having kids. What the fuck is the trade off? And then you're probably going to divorce me at the end and take all half of my shit? You guys are ate up, dude. It's like your fucking brains are scrambled or some shit. And you're looking for a high value man. You're not a high value woman.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Please share, like, and subscribe for more content. Hit the notification bell below so you can get all of my stuff that's coming out. If you guys like this video, then you're really going to like this next one. Go ahead and click on it. It's just going to give you that much more motivation and tools for the day. All right, guys. Peace.